Hello everybody, I am Mike from the Rewatch Project podcast, and I am back with another edition of Front Row, these music performance reactions, and I am back in the wonderful, incandescent world of one Elvis Aaron Presley with a reaction to the song Sylvia. This has been recommended to me by a number of people. I've never heard this song. I've never even heard of this song, so this will be, as is always the case, a pure as the driven snow first time listen reaction. I'm getting a mid-70s vibe from what I assume is the album artwork here, Elvis Now, so I'll get to that in just a moment. Just a quick reminder that I do pause these songs, I do talk over them, that is just how I choose to react. It is what it is, although I would strongly urge that if you are listening to this song for the first time, that you do not follow my terrible example and that you listen to it in its entirety, unvarnished and unblemished by me talking over it and pausing it and generally performing terrible acts of malpractice against this piece of music. Also, I would invite you to check out the other content on his channel, including the Rewatch Project of Harrow and Mike, where we go back and rewatch some of our favourite film and television franchises, in addition to the other film, TV, music and general pop culture related goodness that cohabits this here channel. Likes and subscribes very much appreciated. Feedback, leave it right here on the channel, and donations via PayPal also very much appreciated, if and only if you can afford to do so without causing yourself any financial hardship. So yeah, it's a beautiful summer day here in New Zealand. I got the Christmas tree up. Elvis Presley, baby. Let's check it out. Sylvia from Elvis Now. Here we go.
These long, lonely evenings, here I am on the phone, wondering when she will call.
Beautiful.
She said she would write me, 'cause she knows
Strings.
I'm alone, but I hear nothing at all.
Oh!
Word of love from Sylvia.
Wow. Okay.
You'd think she never heard of love, my Sylvia. But when I'm with her, Lord, I forgive her, 'cause she's more than the whole world to me. There's nothing like a word of love from Sylvia. The only one I'm thinking of is Sylvia. Feeling so sad now, I'll be so glad now if I just had my Sylvia with me. That old
Let's stop there for a moment. First of all, really beautiful orchestration and arrangement on this song. It's very dense, very well produced, very well arranged. But really, the thing that's jumping out at me at this is a couple of things. The yearning in Elvis's voice, that kind of desperate, crackling, pleading quality that he can do is really very present here. But also, what an incredible chorus this song's got. It kind of just goes and goes and goes in the best possible sense. Like, it's got all of these wonderful hooks and these great vocal melodies, but it just sort of develops and grows and grows. It's just a really well-written piece of pop music, this is. I'm going to go back a little bit here, because that whole, from when he sort of picks up and really starts going into the chorus, it's really sophisticated pop music composition here. Wow, goes up here.
So sad now, I'll be so glad now if I just had my Sylvia with me. That old weeping willow seems to whisper her name.
Really interesting instrumentation here.
The tears on my pillow, they're not hard to explain. There's nothing else I can say. I'm waiting for a word of love from Sylvia.
Wow, wow.
She never heard of love, my Sylvia. But when I'm with her, Lord, I forgive her, 'cause she's more than the whole world to me.
See, it feels like the chorus is going to end there.
There's nothing
And there's more. Amazing.
but Sylvia. The only one I'm thinking of is Sylvia.
Man, Sylvia must feel lucky.
Feeling so sad now.
Oh, horns.
So glad now if I just had my Sylvia with me.
Oh my gosh. What a chorus. And you when that first chorus hits, you don't, I mean, I'm hearing this song for the first time, obviously. You don't know where it's going to go, and you keep thinking that the chorus is ending, and then it goes up another level, and the performance goes up, and the emotional intensity of Elvis goes up as well. And this late in his career, to be giving that much and to have that much feeling and soul, but also that raw humanity contrasted with the incredible, lush, layered, modern then production and arrangements and multi-tracking. And this is the Elvis that mastered the technology of recording through all of those movies and albums, that production line. But it's the Elvis who's returned to the stage and has reconnected with his audience and his love of music and the raw, unvarnished purity of soul. And to have those things together is incredible. You usually get one of those things done well, but to have them together creates this really interesting hybrid that I think is an element of Elvis's music that people like me, who aren't lifelong fans, who are coming to it as an outsider, I think don't understand. It's that, I've used the term before, it's like driving a Rolls Royce off-road. It's this idea of taking this sophisticated musicality and lush production and arrangement and using it for something else. It's quite transgressive and it's quite unique. And that's something that I'm getting from a lot of these later recordings, which are this really interesting synthesis of the post-movies, post-Vegas lavishness, but with the sense of artistic reclamation that he seemed to be having during this time, of just being himself and everything not necessarily having to be perfect, is so interesting. And to wield the orchestral size and sophistication that he's using on these recordings, but just laying on top of it this raw humanity, is very interesting and entertaining and powerful and completely unique. And it still works today. I'm hearing this song for the first time and that works. Wow. Tell me what to cover next. Back real soon with one of these Elvis reactions. Check out the other content on this channel. Check out the other film, TV, music, general pop culture related goodness. Leave feedback. Donations via PayPal, also very much appreciated, if and only if you can afford to do so without causing yourself any financial hardship. But if you can't do that, likes and subscribes, share the love, more than enough. I'll see you out there on the comments. Bye-bye.